Trips Awakening. Certain things are going on with the weather. And long story short, do y'all remember whenever I was basically breaking down the weather? I said, y'all basically, you earthlings, y'all the real weather. You know, even certain animals, you know, and this illusion is basically you're battling, you know, certain shadows, and because there's many shadows, not all shadows are bad. Just to okay, I basically I'm not really gonna get deep into it, but I'm just gonna, because I already talked about the weather, but I already, like, you know, twice. But anywho, long story short, the certain individuals that runs the illusion skull that controls your physical, and your physical is connected to the, you know, so-called planets. You know, controlling your weather. Now out here, y'all really think that's like the real, true weather and stuff like that. And you know, the video that I uploaded just here recently, I was saying that, you know, the planet is basically heating up because of individuals like me, you know, enhancing souls and connecting with y'all on many levels without the devices. You know, I'm doing certain things that's not even on this physical realm, and I'm not going to get deep into that. But, you know, that's the reason why I see certain things and I can speak on certain things, just to put that out there. But on this physical realm, you know, like I said, whenever it comes to the degrees and temperatures and stuff like that, certain individuals communicate, you know, and do certain rituals and spells with the weather. And so I was going to the grocery store, you know, to get some groceries. And this was around, I think it was like so-called 12:30 the a.m. or something like that. And it was so-called 33 degrees outside. How come it felt like it was spring outside? And I was, you know, talking to one of my loved ones, and basically they are in another illusion planet state, and they basically experience the same thing. And it's funny how certain parts of this illusion state is like, it's funny how basically the weather and stuff got y'all on a program as well. And certain illusion planets and stuff, basically the same temperature, same degrees. And illusion years ago, it wasn't nothing like that. But we're shifting in energy realms, and especially, you know, whenever it comes to, you know, us, like, you know, the ancient signals, where, you know, we're shifting. And I'm here to enhance souls, so some of y'all can shift so you won't get caught up in low frequency realms, because basically what's going on, certain illusion planets basically getting destroyed because this so-called planet Earth is caught in the middle. And do y'all remember whenever I said that the universe is basically parallel, like everything is shifting, and certain parts of us are doing certain things and shifting. just to put that out there. So that's the reason why the so-called Earth is basically like heating up, on fire on so many different levels. And I'm not talking about the setup fire in California. There are so many distractions going on. Of course, to some of y'all earthlings, you clone mannequins, some of y'all connected to that. But certain things are getting shut down. And that's the reason why you see all of the machines that I was speaking on, the so-called, time machines with certain dates. Like a lot of that's coming out and playing out, and certain energies, basically, they are coming through. All right, I can feel it. Some of y'all probably can feel it. And basically, it's going to drain you because we're shifting to certain other parts of this universe. Everything, like, we all know that basically this is nothing but a program. If you're on a high frequency, you know that. And, it's like some of us are ready to leave this illusion. And, there's no such thing as death. And what I mean ready to leave this illusion, because it's like we're bored. That's the reason why I enhance some of y'all's soul, because like I'm going to be shifting on many levels, whether I'm on a physical or wherever I travel. Whenever it comes to the trees, I can feel the trees' frequency. The trees are at war with this so-called illusion, the emotional smoke in the clouds and stuff. I can feel it. The trees and stuff, they're breaking in half and stuff. Because the trees, they're basically shifting. Certain animals are shifting, and some animals, yes, they're hybrids. And, whenever it comes to hybrids, because some of y'all probably hybrid, some of y'all have synthetic dreams, but it's not your fault. There's many bloodlines. Certain things got created by certain illusion planets, and some of y'all's DNA is probably connected with it. And some of your DNA basically on a recycle. Like I said, you don't know what they're doing with your brains inside of your physical whenever your energy leaves the physical. They use it for many things for the illusion, for the devices, to create other things with your organs. This is on many levels. Like whenever I uploaded a video, I was like, how come whenever, you so-called go, like if you have to get surgery, you can't go back there? How come you can't, bury your loved ones in the backyard? How come you can't, watch them? Like, how come they have to do all of that extra stuff? Like basically put a toe tag on your foot. That's big. To me, that's a receipt. A receipt on your soul to shift your physical and certain codes and stuff. That's just how I feel. How come you can't look? And they use it. Oh, of course, the body, the chemicals releasing stuff is going to stink. Yeah. But we smell sewer and everything, else. How come you can't bury the loved ones? You know why? Because this is not ours. This is not ours. And I think that's messed up. that our DNA got stole and created certain illusions and running off of our energy and stuff like that. I think that's messed up on so many different levels. Like, your soul is basically getting shifted, like on a low frequency, some of y'all. And some of us, we shifting on higher levels. Certain individuals harvest your soul and your energy. And I think that's messed up. That's messing with the DNA, your weather on so many different levels. That's basically programming, your loved ones. It's basically in your DNA, connected to the illusion. Our DNA is connected to this illusion. Whenever we leave the physical body, our organs, still, they're still active. I don't care what the scientists or the so-called doctors say. They know that stuff is still active. And they steal certain lights from some of y'all's physical body. Whenever some of your loved ones are connected to the machines, they know certain individuals got something special. And all of a sudden, they go in a coma. And some of your loved ones get confused because the machines basically play games with them. They be on the breathing machines and stuff like that. The breathing machines already basically shut down certain things, so they can just take their organs and shift it to certain other individuals, or if other bloodlines need your DNA or your organs. They basically can shift with your organs or your world, or create something, or basically sell it back to y'all. Even some of your loved ones, sell it back to them. You're basically buying your loved ones whenever you get these devices and material things, because the energy is all over the material things, and the material things took over y'all. And the so-called machines, y'all merging with the machines. Y'all already merged with the machines. So basically your energy, your hologram is connected because y'all got lost. You got lost in the hallways, the so-called crossroads, the parallel universe. The so-called time machine is shifting. And some of y'all don't see that. Certain parts of your loved ones that's connected to the square, and certain shape-shifting symbols. You're connecting with their DNA. You're seeing some of them struggle through other worlds. The illusion skull, of course, the material things and stuff, furniture, whatever, got energy connected to it. And certain energies and certain souls are inside of the devices. And I touched on that already, but certain things can follow you. Certain things connecting with you, certain things can warn you about certain things, or certain things can distract you into and basically pull you in their low frequency world. Y'all feel my signals? You don't know if you don't know if the so-called illusion skull, the house, you don't know if it's on top of. The illusion skull is basically picking up certain signals from low frequency beings that's caught up into the programming, and it's playing out on the physical realm. It's not the dead that you got to worry about. basically you have to worry about the physicals that attach to certain shadows, certain beings. You know, I don't fear anything because there's no such thing as death. But on the physical realm, you experience and you feel certain things. Y'all feel my signals? You know, and I experience certain things. You can shift however you want to shift. And it doesn't matter what bloodline, animals, whatever, that's on this physical realm. You know, you basically had certain individuals take advantage. And it's up to you to take back what's yours and create your own. Balance out certain things. You know, the programmings, the walking programmings, the walking billboards, basically, they're not going to help you. Reading scripts and stuff out of a book, that's not going to help you. The devices and stuff, that's not going to help you. You know, like I said, I experienced a lot of things. And I'm going to do a video. It's going to be called The Red House because I experienced certain energies and stuff. And I'm going to, like, let y'all know, you know, fill y'all in on certain things. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. But that's later on. You know, that's later on. But I'm going to tell you this. I was, like I said, certain energies that's stuck in a house follows you. You know, and it doesn't matter where you move to, and you can balance out certain things. And the red house and the other house that I experienced certain energies and stuff with, certain things kept pulling my energy back into, you know, the red house and the blue house. Because the house that I lived in, it was a red house. It was actually, the whole house was red. And the other house that I moved to was green and then blue. But anywho, certain things kept pulling me back, like, you know, like in a parallel universe, you know, and I basically saw, you know, like my energy was still stuck in there, you know, and I was basically seeing certain things, certain energies and stuff, certain shadows and stuff like that. And I was like, how come I keep on, you know, coming back, you know, and I kept telling myself that. And next thing I know, one of my loved ones, I was speaking with one of my loved ones, blood related. She basically, you know, and I went through a lot of stuff with the different types of energies that y'all can't see with the physical eye. And she basically said that the houses got destroyed. And I was like, you know, I was saying like, you know, my energy was stuck in a house, but basically the house was getting destroyed. And I could feel like the house, like she said, it tore the red house down, the blue house down. And basically, I felt it, you know, and it was like certain energies released that was like, you know, latched onto me. I knew how to balance it. Like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff. You know, some of y'all couldn't even handle it, you know. But, you know, I'm going to do a video on that, you know, to talk about my experience and share that with y'all, you know. So, you know, I appreciate y'all. Much love, you know, and I'll be back to visit soon. What? Did somebody say something?